Hi, I'm Tammy. This is my daughter Christine. She's the only model I can work on during these COVID times without wearing a mask, and I figured if I'm going to be telling you a few things about the Dr. Schwab Clinical Botanical Skincare, that I should probably not have a mask on while we are doing the treatment. So, welcome to Zoom Face Facial, and we're going to start with the one-step cleansing oil. The reason I use this first is to get the day off, to get everything off of my precious daughter's face, just like you will do on your own faces as you're preparing for your Zoom faces. Online learning, online communications, seeing that boyfriend for the first time, whatever it is that you are using your online platform for, or your own YouTube videos. And you're going to use your one-step cleansing oil first and foremost to get the day off. You're going to break apart dirt, sunscreen, debris, balance the sebum production of the skin, let your client know or your own self know that you are worth it and that you deserve to have time taken to take care of you and to look your best and your brightest. Once you massage it fully into the face, making sure to get the one-step cleansing oil completely throughout the skin, so that the most antioxidant value can be given to the skin, so that you can really stimulate the skin in all good ways. Then you'll be adding a little bit of water. Warm water is usually best at this time. And then that way you can emulsify the product. Your headdress is falling off. Let's put you back together. Redressing. And we're emulsifying, which means that we are taking that cleansing oil and turning it into a lotion. And that way we lift everything up off the skin. You'll see that it's turning a little bit white. And we can go right over any makeup. So if she has makeup on her lashes, we can gently go around the eye area. Part of Zoom Face Facial today is to focus on the Dr. Schwab clinical products, and the eye area is really our target area. We'll use a little microcurrent. We'll use some of the products such as the one-step cleansing oils around the eyes to soften it, but then the eye intensive moist and the puff away eye gel. And then we'll use our brightening masks and bamboo cream peel and the brightening kit, as you'll see behind me. We got the brightening kit all ready for you. Remind yourself that this is a chance to take a few minutes to take care of your skin. Remind your clients to breathe, to let go of the day. Even if it's a very brief facial, you're still going to want to be in touch with what's going on in their world, to be able to bring some peace and normalcy, to talk or to allow them to just have silence or to listen to whatever music you have in your clinic room. If you are open, if you are doing facials remotely with your clients and sending them care package kits and walking them through things, then you'll also still need to remind them that's a good idea to take time for themselves. Now, after we remove the one-step cleansing oil, then we'll be going into our bamboo cream peel. We're going to mix that bamboo cream peel with a little bit of our grapefruit cleanser so that we have a micro exfoliating, brightening, cleansing action. We want to really get up there in a gentle way all over the face, get any sort of blemishes taken care of, and go around that eye area very, very gently, making sure that we exfoliate. Even in the brows. Brows do collect quite a bit and they often get forgotten. If you stimulate right under the brows with your gentle jojoba bead, bamboo-based exfoliant, and then a grapefruit cleanser, helps it to have a nice refreshing scent and micro exfoliates with the lactic. It's a really beautiful cleansing step after the one-step cleansing oil. So this would be your one-step cleansing oil and your bamboo and your grapefruit cleanser as your micro exfoliating double professional cleanse. And all of these products are available for your clients for retail, so you can send full-size care packages to them, not just samples, and be able to get them on a beautiful clinical Dr. Schwab regimen. We want to add a little bit of water after we've put the cleanser and the bamboo cream peel on damp skin. because then that way we're able to massage it around the skin a little bit more, get in there where she may have some breakouts. She's very young, so her skin is incredibly tight already, and anything that gets kind of harbored in her skin is going to be a little bit more difficult to get off, but at the same time easy in the long run because it's not going to have been in there for very long. The Zoom Face Facial is a treatment for all ages. Your acneic client can benefit from it. You would just manipulate the skin differently. You wouldn't do quite such an assertive exfoliation with your manual cleanser. You would do a little bit more application, allowing the enzymes and the lactic to sit on the skin. You might customize it a little bit differently. For your older client, you may let it sit a little longer. You may add more grapefruit cleanser. So the quantities are something that are flexible and measurable based on the indications that you're treating for. But as you can see, the skin responds nicely from a circulatory perspective. We always want to make sure that everything that we do on the face goes right down the décolleté, because we are not isolated bobbleheads on an island. We have a head that's connected to the large body, and the skin, as our largest organ, needs to all be taken care of. And your client can take these tools home with them when you're working through Zoom Face Facials with them, and do this on the whole body. If they have keratosis pilaris, or they have some sort of an issue on the back of their arms, their elbows are rough, their legs need a little brightening, all of these different circumstances can be treated with the Zoom Face Facial. So yes, we're focusing on the eye area, we're focusing on the brightening of the face for that screen time, and we're going to protect it with lots of antioxidants in an antioxidant complex, but it also can be used for the whole body. So at a time like this, when people are trying to figure out their new, you have some solutions for them as they're developing their new routines and figuring out who they're going to do things with, where they're going to do them, what that looks like, and what the budgets are going to look like for this new period of life. After we remove the bamboo cream peel and the grapefruit cleanser, I always like to do a little bit of a degreasing on the skin. So I take my 4x4, I use the Miss Weber 4x4s just because those are the ones that I enjoy to use, and the tea tree prep lotion. Now, the tea tree prep lotion is great because it is something you can sell to all clients and use in a variety of different ways. You can use it as a degreaser in your clinic room. You can use it to take care of histamine reactions and ear piercing and cleaning the skin if somebody is more acneic and they need more of a balancing toner that's specific for their type of skin. It can be a toner because it balances the pH. So the tea tree prep lotion also can tone down and make moisturizers not quite as thick. Again, customizing what you do for the clients. Now the next step is going to be scooping out a little bit of our pumpkin enzyme mask, and the reason we're doing that one is because it has the brightening element. It's going to be preparing the skin to be under the camera light. So we want to apply it. Now the client may say, well, it's pretty active. You may be walking them through it remotely and they're like, whoo, that's spicy. So just ask your client, and you should also send facial brushes with them whenever you when you ship your products for them to use at home, they should always have a facial brush to use. It just makes it more enjoyable, and if they're not going to be seeing you in person, you might as well send, as I would with my clients, Tammy in a bottle or Tammy in a box, things that you can do to make their experience with skincare memorable and keep you at the forefront of their mind for questions and for resupplying the products. And then that way they'll know when they're running out of their Dr. Schwab grapefruit cleanser or their ginkgosome daytime serum, they'll know, oh, that's right. I don't need to go online to get it because I can just send Tammy a text or send her an email or give her a call, and my products will arrive in the next day or so. Another reminder to everybody to keep things in stock. Make sure that you really stock up on everything that you love. Your clients will appreciate being able to have it delivered to them without you having to wait for another delivery to come to you first. Time is really the essence. I think that staying relevant right now and getting things to our clients more quickly is pretty important because everything is so easily accessible these days. You want to make sure that you are in the forefront of part of their logistics chain. How are you doing there?
It's very spicy.
Yeah. So we're going to continue to manipulate your skin with the facial brush. And so when we manipulate like this, that helps the spiciness to dissipate. It's a pretty bright light on your eyes too, huh?
It's not too bad. But it feels like cold, but like hot at the same time.
How does it smell?
Like pumpkin and like apple pie and like, I don't know, Thanksgiving. If Thanksgiving was a smell, this is what it would smell like.
I suppose since it's 100% botanical, you could eat it, but I don't recommend it.
Maybe not.
At this time, when we have the brightening exfoliant sitting on the skin, it's often a comfortable aspect of the treatment to cover the client's eyes. And even if you are under the light like Christine is right now, we're going to cover her eyes so that she has a little bit of I just heard a breath. That was good. She's starting to breathe now. This is excellent. And then you can use the lip rescue therapy, which is something that is so nice for the lips. It's the to-go version of the rescue cream. I'm going to put rescue cream on her lips, and then I'm going to send her home with the lip rescue therapy. So you get a gift.
Hey.
Everybody loves gifts. It's like going to the dentist. You leave the dentist and you get a toothbrush. You leave your esthetician and you get lip rescue therapy. It's going to make you want to come back for that lip rescue therapy each month. Plus you can wear it over lipstick, by the way. So if you choose to, you can always use a fan to cool the skin down. Would you like a little fan on?
Sure. It's actually not too bad anymore, like at all. I barely feel it.
It kind of dissipates, right? So you could always use a little fan. And this is simply to cool the gel. The skin itself doesn't need any sort of activation once you apply the pumpkin enzyme because it's completely enzymatic. There's no chemicals in it, so there isn't anything that needs to be a catalyst. It's already active. They're live enzymes. And then after you manipulate it around the skin, and you can use your fingers as well, you allow it to sit on the skin. I like to leave it on for about 7 to 10 minutes, depending on how the client is doing. And then you get your warm towel from your towel cavity. Ideally, you'll have used the Ambrosia, which is the aromatherapeutic line from the same company, Sia Botanicals, that makes the clinical Dr. Schwab products. And you will apply it to the water in which you soak your towels, and then they'll get a wonderful geranium lavender or a ylang ylang orange blossom scent when you're removing the product. Now, while the next part of the treatment is working itself into your client's skin or to your skin, if you have tools such as a microcurrent or you have other forms of cleansing and nutrition tools, you can always use those at this time around the eye area. Like an ultrasonic tool. And so what we'll do is apply the Puff Away Eye Gel. To the eye area and to the lip area. And then we're going to apply a little bit of a serum.
Ooh, this smells really good.
we have the ginkgosome serum, which is a nice daytime serum. And then we can take our tool, which is more of an ultrasonic tool. And I have it on ultra, and I will be able to push the serum deeper into the skin. And we'll go around the nose and do some lifting action. And then you can turn it over and you can push it in the skin. And the same for the forehead. Or if you want to turn it over, do some lifting if there's some congestion that's been loosened through your exfoliation. So nutrition. And around the eye area, we want to push that pathway eye gel in deeper into the eye. Go right around the brow. Then we can go on the lips. And then if she's got congestion down below, it's always nice to come and to pick up some of that congestion. You can do this with the blemish control serum, you can do this with the desincrustation serum. Anything that's helping to kind of clean the skin a little bit. And lifting. And now we're going to push more into your skin. Your eye area. And then we can flip over. Just clean out the nose. You really like this. There's some stuff coming out.
Yay, finally.
Who knew you had stuff to take out of your skin? It's
I'm-
always so beautiful.
I'm so congested on my nose with like blackheads and everything.
We'll have to get you using some more of that blemish control serum. Botanicals all the way. I saw you flinch your eye right there. What did that feel like?
I felt like you were trying to shave my nose for a sec.
I'm sorry for any flinching that was causing.
No, it's okay.
We'll do a little bit more on the forehead. And then, next is going to be the mask. So we'll put your brightening mask on. Now this is something that feels really good on the client. And you can always heat it up a little bit. Got some air in there. So this is the brightening mask. This is the professional size. The non-professional size is the one over here in the brightening kit. So we can always stick it in the towel warmer for a few moments. And so I'll just do that so that it's not so cold on her skin. And during that time, I can spray you and startle you. What you also could do is you can cover their eyes a little bit with your hand, and then when it does spray as a rainbow, it won't startle the client so quite as much. All right. So while we are waiting for the brightening mask to warm up, we also can take our microcurrent and we can go around the eye area. And so remember, microcurrent works when there is a hand on the client and a hand on the tool. This particular one is solar powered. And so we're going to be tightening and lifting with another tool. This same tool can also be used for more shaping around the jaw area. So if we were to go in the jaw, do a little bit of shaping.
Oh, is this how, like, I get a good jawline?
Well, you have a good jawline already, but this is one of the ways that you can keep that good jawline through the years.
I see.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like someone's sucking my cheek.
And there's another tool that we also can use that is not a microcurrent, but it's another easily accessible tool to roll. I'm going to apply more ginkgosome to your skin. We'll do more of the Flawless Brightening Serum at the end of our treatment. But if I do more ginkgosome
wait, this is
now,
the one that smells good.
then we'll be able to roll a little bit better. I feel more comfortable?
Yeah.
Yeah, more slip and glide. It's important that you drink a lot of water the rest of today, because when you do work with a microcurrent and you do work with rollers, the way that you're doing it around the face moves a lot of fluids, and so the lymph carries all the toxins away, and it really is beneficial if your lymph has enough fluid in it, and that interstitial fluid and the cells, everything works so much better if you stay hydrated. So you drink some extra water today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now your brightening mask should be warm.
May you itch my nose, please?
Oh, sure. Right side, left side?
Like underneath. Thank you. That's perfect.
Now we'll apply our brightening mask. Nice and warm. And we'll go right up to the eye area. And this helps with pigmentation, so if you have any acne scars, if the client has any sort of pigment issues that you want to address, the lactic in this particular mask, the vitamin C, the peptides, the pomegranate extract, all of that helps for giving you really a nice bright glow afterwards, and it helps to flush the skin a little bit too. You may feel a little bit of activity, but it's great how it evens out the pigment of the skin. When you are on Zoom, it's important that there is a degree of protection, and so that coverage of the skin needs to not be done necessarily with makeups, things that are not feeding your skin. You want any sort of protection to come from antioxidants and from the really good hydrators, sodium hyaluronate, which is a water magnet, making sure that you protect the skin. Well-hydrated skin is a lot more resilient to anything. And the blue light from screens that we're exposed to on every Zoom call, when we're using a television, a computer, cell phone, iPad, any of the above, that blue light is something that is very degrading to the skin. So, the home care regimen that your clients embrace needs to include not just a hydrator, not just a serum that is wonderful for under their moisturizer, but it definitely needs to incorporate vitamins, vitamin complexes that are full of antioxidants, and that way you're going to have your products working for you. And we'll make sure to apply those to this beautiful girl's face, and then to give you some scenarios based on your client's skin type as to what you can recommend for home care, what you can use yourself, and really ground it in the tenets of the company philosophy, which has made it stay so strong and true for so many years. Being in business for as long as Cia Botana has, and producing Dr. Schwab, Enzyme, Ambrosia, the company has learned what it really means to have a successful skincare line, what it means to manufacture with integrity, to have a very green philosophy to care for the whole earth, to make sure that you get what you need on time in the way that you need it, to make sure the education is solid so that you're able to know how to use the products, when to use the products, on whom to use the products, that it's sourced organically whenever possible, purity of the extracts, really an important part and a focus. And then also the how-to with the clients. So for example here, we're going to do a mummy mask on this beautiful young girl. So I've covered her eyes. I'm going to then cover the chin. And these are the same 4x4s that we used earlier. We just rinsed them out really, really well. And then we rip off the edge, and this goes on her upper lip. And then the final third 4x4 goes on her forehead. And then if you so desire, depending on how long she will be sitting as a little mummy, you can take your towel out of the towel warmer and cool it down just a little bit, because at this time of the facial we don't want it to be too warm. And you can apply it around the mummy mask if she's getting a little bit chilly, or if you want to just relax and close your eyes and you're doing the facial on yourself, you can apply a warm towel, a compress. You also can easily walk around the house with your mask on and accomplish some other to-dos too, if that brings you more peace, and then that feels good to you. So finding what really feels right, what is healthiest for you mentally and physically, how you take care of your skin, what products you have access to, what you recommend to your clients and to yourself, to your family, to your friends. Remember, your entire community is your place of connection. The people that you are going to be able to bring light and education and help and hope to, those are the ones that you interact with on a daily basis. And it doesn't have to be a big conversation. It can just be a hello, to hear what they have to say, and to answer questions. You don't have to have all the right answers. To be able to give them a little bit of hope about the skincare concerns that they have, or encouragement if they're on a great path and their skin looks really good. And just remembering that it's one step at a time, one new product at a time, one element of their journey, something that will make a difference in their skin, even if it's a lip rescue therapy at the end of a treatment or at the end of a consultation, something that will bring them back to see you again. When you remove the mummy mask, after about 15 or 20 minutes, you want to do it as if you're opening a flower, giving the client a new beginning, a breath of fresh air for the day or the evening, depending on what time it is. They're ready to go back out into their day. They're ready to put on some jammies and relax for the evening, to get comfortable, to stretch, to walk, whatever it is that they're going to be doing. Accounting, creative writing, taking care of children, going for a run. Their eyes will look brighter, their skin will look fresher, the blemishes will look smaller, less inflamed. You'll really have been able to address whatever concern it is. Their hydration levels will have increased. And the next step is going to be taking a look at the skin, rebalancing it again, using your herbal toner, also in the brightening kit if you so choose to offer those to your clients. The brightening kits can even be part of your cost of services, and that way they're always going home with their retail products that they can use. I'm going to give her a little bit of her toner, and now we'll use the Flawless Brightening Serum. This piece of my facial brush that keeps getting stuck on your face. Is it tickly?
I felt it, but I didn't want to say anything.
And then we have our Eye Intensive Moist, because we want to make sure that eye area is beautifully hydrated. Eye Intensive Moist goes right below the brow, not on the lid, around. You can dance around, you can put it on the top lip. Remember the apple stem cells in the products are wonderful for the fine lines. Make sure that they really get hydrated and treated beautifully. And then we have your Light Skin Renewal Moisturizer. We have the Flawless Tinted. And we have the Flawless Skin Fluid to be able to wrap up a beautiful Zoom face for the screen, for yourself. Really taking care to take good care of your skin on a daily basis. We didn't give you a neck massage today. I was so busy talking. I owe it to you.
Oh, really?
Next time.
Sounds fun.
Maybe I'll go into you after this. There we go. If you have any questions about the Zoom Face Facial, contact us at headquarters. Give me a call. You can reach us through social media as well as online. And always remember to end your beautiful facial with a little bit of lip rescue therapy. That's your gift.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Bye for now.